Hey everyone, and welcome. Are you ready to get out of the city for a bit? Today, we're going to go on an amazing journey into the wild, beautiful country parks of Hong Kong. I'll be your guide as we find out everything you need to know to have a super fun and safe trip. I really hope so, because, this isn't just any old lesson. It's basically your guide for your next big expedition. So first things first, where do we even begin? Let's find out. You got it. Every great adventure has to start with a destination. And lucky for us, Hong Kong has tons of incredible country parks. And believe me, each one has its own special thing going on. Let's check out a few so you can pick the perfect one for your adventure. Okay, first up, we have Pat Sin Ling Country Park. Just picture it, sizzling sausages on a barbecue while the sun goes down, or maybe even sleeping in a tent right under the stars. If that sounds like your kind of fun, this is definitely the place for you. It's famous for its awesome campsites and barbecue spots. Next, let's talk about Shing Mun Country Park. So, what's its secret? A totally stunning reservoir. The view by the water is just so peaceful and gorgeous. It's really the perfect place to just hang out, relax, and, maybe snap some epic photos. How about a little trip back in time? In Sai Kung West Country Park, you can actually explore a real old village. It's packed with historic buildings that give you a peek at what life was like a long, long time ago. It seriously feels like you're walking right into a history book. All right, calling all history detectives out there, Lung Fu Shan Country Park is your mission. It's got actual war ruins hidden among the trees. Exploring them is such a cool and exciting way to learn about Hong Kong's past, and you get to see it all for yourself. And hey, if you love flying kites, I've got just the place for you. Clearwater Bay Country Park. It's super famous for being windy, which of course makes it the absolute best spot to get your kite soaring way up high in the sky. All right, so have you picked a park? Awesome! Now, a true explorer is always prepared. So, what exactly do we need to pack in our adventure bag? Let's get into it. So, before you even walk out the door, every smart adventurer follows these 5 steps. First, always check the weather. You definitely don't want to get caught in a surprise rainstorm. Make sure you're feeling healthy and strong enough for a good walk. Then, plan your route so you know exactly where you're headed. And of course, wear the right clothes and pack the right gear. A little prep makes the whole adventure so much better. Let's take a closer look at that gear. Light-colored, long-sleeved clothes are a fantastic choice. They help keep you cool and protect you from the sun and, those pesky bug bites. A good pair of trainers is an absolute must to keep your feet safe on the trail. And in your bag, you should always have a map, lots of water, a whistle just in case of an emergency, and a little first aid kit. Now we're ready for anything. Okay, we're all packed up and ready to hit the trail. So, what kind of amazing sights and sounds are waiting for us inside the park? Come on, let's step inside and find out. Wow, country parks are just filled with incredible stuff. You'll find great spots to have a picnic and even visitor centers where you can learn some really cool facts. But the real magic? It's the nature that's all around you. Look out for beautiful flowers, listen for birds singing in the trees, and see if you can spot some colorful butterflies fluttering by. And you can actually learn while you explore. The park maps are there to show you all the trails so you don't get lost. Oh, and keep an eye out for these little signs called information plates. They're kind of like secret labels that tell you the names of all the cool plants and insects you're seeing. All right, we're having a ton of fun, but every great adventurer knows that safety always has to come first. So, to make sure our journey stays a happy one, we need to follow the rules of the trail. So, while you're out there exploring, you might just run into some of the locals. The animal locals, that is. You'll see all kinds of different creatures, and in some parks, you'll almost for sure meet some monkeys. They're really amazing to watch, just, from a safe distance. Okay, everyone, listen up, because this is the most important rule of all. It might seem like a nice thing to do, to offer them a snack, but you must never, ever feed the monkeys. Our food can actually make them sick, and it stops them from finding their own natural food in the wild. Let's help keep them wild and healthy by just watching. Here are a few more golden rules for staying safe. First off, always stick with your group so that nobody gets lost. It's super important. Second, even if a rock looks really fun to climb, please don't. You could slip and get hurt. And finally, be really careful when you're near streams. Those rocks can be slippery and the water can be tricky. Safety first, always. So, we've picked our park, we've packed our bags, and we've learned all the safety rules. Now it's time for our final and probably most important mission. becoming a park hero and helping protect these beautiful places for everyone. Being a park hero is actually really easy. You just have to remember these 3 things. 1, let's use our quiet voices so we don't frighten the animals. 2, if you have a barbecue, make absolutely sure the fire is completely out before you leave. And 3, help keep nature beautiful by never, ever drawing on rocks or hurting the trees. See? Simple. That is a really, really important question. I mean, we all have wrappers and empty bottles after we eat our snacks and have a drink. So what are we supposed to do with them? Well, people actually have a couple of different ideas about that. So here's where it gets a little tricky. Some people think if we take away all the rubbish bins, it'll force everyone to remember to take their trash home with them, which would leave the park super clean. And that's a pretty good point. But other people worry that without any bins around, some people might just drop their rubbish right on the ground, making the whole park messy. What do you think is the right answer here? But you know what? No matter what, here is our hero mission. The big goal is to leave no trace. It's super simple. Whatever you bring into the park, you bring back out with you. And yeah, that includes every single piece of rubbish. Want an even more heroic idea? Try using reusable bottles and food containers so you make less waste to begin with. And that's it. You are now officially prepared to be a safe, smart, and totally heroic park explorer. So after everything we've talked about today, which one of these amazing country parks are you going to explore first? Get out there and have fun, because a big adventure is waiting for you.